Hey guys, make sure you like this video. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, you do so, making sure that that notification bell is on with the option all, so when I upload these videos, you are the first one to watch. Just a few updates. Today I will be going live at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm quite sure at this time you see the notifications that I'm going live. It's been a couple of days, and I think that it's time for me to touch bases back with you guys. I actually took a couple of days off prior to Natureboy's bond hearing. I also heard a day before the bond hearing from True that they had dismissed it. It was canceled, so I just took a second day off. But I know that True and the girls were not in a happy space because they got us all believing that Natureboy is getting out, and Natureboy is getting out very soon. But I think that they are on false pretense of what Natureboy is telling them from jail. And they also got delusional True around, because True was mad a few days before I had took a couple of days off. He came on, he was acting kind of delusional. He had leaves hanging out of his head. We'll discuss him in a minute. I don't want to jump over the ladies, but they did a download yesterday. Not many people saw it, so I wanted to speak about it. It's really a sad situation that these people won't take the time out and sit with themselves and see that this is a lost cause. They don't know if Natureboy's looking at time or how much time he is looking, if he is gonna go away for a long time. Now is the time for them to sit with themselves, especially the ones that have children, and say, is this all worth it? Sometimes if we sit with ourselves and we say, if the person that was sitting around and wasting our life for, would they do this for me? If you can answer the question honestly to yourself, absolutely not. That should be enough for them to walk away from this situation. They were badly mistreated for many of years. When they go back to their families, I'm quite sure their loved ones, if they have any love for them, will not directly let them hands-on take responsibility 100% for their children, because they are going to have to go through at least a year or two of counseling, or maybe more. We don't know how badly they were brainwashed, but they've been through a lot. Obviously, they're still stuck in the matrix. They're still up here repping Natureboy, because again, he speaks to these people on a daily basis. They work on these apps, especially True. And he's mainly probably the breadwinner beside his military check. He's on these apps that Natureboy is demanding him to be on, in absence of Natureboy not being able to make the money that he was making on these social media apps. Now he has True in place to take care of the extra money that needs to come in. I'm quite sure for the legal fees, also for the finances that have to happen in the real world, which is rent and food to feed the women. Because as we all know, Natureboy has ran all his business over the years. These women came to him with nothing. So yes, he does. He's very open, has been open about it, that they have food stamps, but that is not going to pay the rent. If you're late on your rent, you can't tell your landlord that you can give them food stamps. And I know that, it being so many of them, True's check can only do but so much. And I'm quite sure that it's being weighed real thin, because he has 4 women to take care of, including himself. And I'm quite sure, trying to give him a little bit of credit, that he also sends money now that Sheba has left the situation, because of probably threats from CPS that if she did not remove herself or her child from that home, that they would take Jahumi. So she left. She's back with her peoples, And, you know, I'm quite sure from a distance, he's also making sure that he's taking care of his child. I'm hoping so. These people are so brainwashed, he may have forgot about Jahumi. There was one point in time he even said, admitting some of the other members as well, that they are raising their own children to be servants in the future for Natureboy. So who knows if that's what he's doing with his money, but we do know at this time he is supporting keeping Natureboy afloat and keeping the women's livelihood afloat, because if True was to ever pack up and leave, they would have to go back to their family, where their families would have to probably support them for some time until they were forced to get jobs, or get on some type of public assistance or Social Security or SSDI, because of what happened to them mentally in this short period of time of being over there in combination. But getting off of them, yes, they posted a download less than 24 hours ago, but a few days before I decided to take some time off, I had saw a video, and True was in the video looking like this, a sunflower, and he had these leaves in his head, and he was talking to the public, and everyone thought it was a big laugh, but he was trying to, I guess, spread a message. That was a message he was trying to spread. But I just think that he's at his wit's end. I know it has to be a lot for one man to have to take care of women that are not even his responsibilities, and to be doing it just to appease Natureboy. You know, like I said, I know that Natureboy probably can't be held forever, but as long as these people are willing to be loyal to Natureboy and hold him down, I just hope that if he even gets out, that True gets treated better than what he was treating him prior to Natureboy getting locked up, because he subjected himself, True, and I say he subjected himself to the bad mistreatment of Natureboy, because he, alongside with the rest of the disciples, had a choice to leave. Nobody was holding anyone hostage. I think that, again, like I always have that old saying, if you hang around the barbershop too long, you're bound to get a haircut. And that's what I think that True did. He got himself a haircut, and, you know, there's no turning back for True. I think that he's a lost cause at this point, and this is the way he is content with his life. He thinks this is normal. You know, when you are around someone who's lying to you from the beginning, and you continuously listen to the lies, you start to believe what is not actually true to be what the truth is. And this is how you end up like this: a grown man who's not running around the yard with leaves in his head trying to make his son laugh or his daughter laugh, or to scare her in a fun way, but he's doing this for social media, not knowing that first and foremost you're a man. So let's have some kind of self-dignity or respect for yourself. And it's bad enough a lot of people in the community they don't really respect True, because of the simple fact of him listening to a man who, like I said again, never had respect for him, treated him like a servant, passed along someone that he started a family with, and anytime Natureboy felt like he was bored, he would take that woman back from True. This is another reason why I feel True is kind of checked out and lost a little bit of his faculties, because of some of the disappointment that his master teacher has brought to his life, that he accepts, because I don't think that if he goes back to Babylon, he's going to feel as though he will fit in. So he stays subjecting himself to what Natureboy has in store for him, because every day it's something different. We all know that. We've all witnessed it prior to Natureboy going to jail, and prior to Natureboy this time being in some serious trouble where he might not get out of jail, that he was really doing these people dirty. And again, even with True, it's gonna take him years and years of counseling to get back on the right foot. True is badly mentally wounded. Um, it's no getting through to True. True has his mind made up of that one-sided situation, and that's everything that Nature Boy says. He takes that as the truth, and he's going to defend him and support him in any way he can. And it's just a really sad situation because we don't know. Time is at a standstill for Nature Boy. Nature Boy has a lot of serious allegations against him, and he's not going to just, even if he gets a bond, it's going to be a high bond. It might even be the cost of a house, what the bond might be when he does get out, so that they can ensure that he comes back to court and he doesn't run off to another country. There's been patterns of behavior in the past with Nature Boy and other Carbonation members. They're allegedly saying Solar has a warrant, and what was the first place that excuse me, Solar went to when he got that warrant, or found out he had a warrant? It was Mexico. A lot of us thought, because Nature Boy kept saying he was going to Mexico, that maybe Solar was pretending to not be friends or one of Nature Boy's disciples. He was going to Mexico to set up shop. There's a lot of allegations that are floating around. Only time can tell, but we do know that they're allegedly saying that Solar has a warrant, and that's because he had reached out to Nateri, which he shouldn't have, and Nature Boy got him jammed up. When, it's bad enough Nature Boy got himself jammed up, now you're getting your disciples jammed up.